Oh, smell that? I smell killing time. Alright, what's up, Dobros? We're back to follow New Vegas. Following the story of DoughBoi Dikkika and the rest of his gang. Okay. What I want to do today is this one. So we gotta go to Camp McCarran real quick. Then I'll do that quest for the boomers. Las Vegas, or New Vegas. Hello.
Damn shame about Morales. She enlisted to be closer to her husband.
I don't even know who that is. Camp McCarran. Looking cool. What kind of... Where'd your textures go, my guy? Your face is textureless.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm talking about you. Alright, whatever. Alright, let's go inside. Dang.
Have to hand it to the NCR. Get enough hands working together and they can make or break just about anything.
You have a sentry bob there, you see that? Tank. Oh, hi. You're in front of me.
We should be taking the fight to the Legion, not waiting for them to pick us apart.
Thomas Hildern.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
Actually, I have an invoice for you from Alice McLaverty.
From Alice? I'll see that she's paid right away. Crimson Caravan runs a tight operation. Even out here in the waste, wouldn't do to keep them waiting. Was there anything else? Or were you just here about the invoice?
Oh, you did mention Vault 22. I could help.
Wonderful. Straight to it then. Have you signed the release forms? No?
Oh.
Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves. Vault 22. Where to begin?
I'm listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water, and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
Oh, nothing's impossible.
Precisely. Science has proven that truth 1,000 times over, but how many wasteland savages believe it? Present company accepted, of course. The bounty I described to you is no idle fantasy. It exists in primitive form only a few miles from where we stand.
Ooh.
We need only reach out and unlock its secret. For that, the OSI needs you.
Here, what do you need me to do?
I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
Ooh, caps. Alright, I'll do it.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts.
Okay.
Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
Alright, goodbye.
Best of luck to you. Not that you'll need it. You seem like a reasonably competent person.
Not really.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job?
What's that sound? Yeah, he asked me to get some dates from Vault 22.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
Oh, it never came up. Doesn't bother me.
No, I knew the danger wouldn't. I'm not trying to scare you off the job. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc. But I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
Alright, I'll look for her.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it.
Alright, goodbye.
Right, good luck.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me, Arcade.
I'm usually good with faces, but I don't think I've seen you here before. What brings you to Camp McCarran?
I'm up for hire if you need some extra manpower around the base.
There are a lot of things I can't spare troops for right now. If you can help us, we can definitely pay you for your work. You don't cook by any chance, do you?
A little
Farber's
bit.
doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word.
Any other problems?
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
I could look into who's leaking into our intelligence.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements. And it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Ronald Curtis.
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
So, how do you say that? Colonel Sue? I'm just gonna hit Sue. Colonel Sue wanted me to help you look into the recent intelligence leaks.
Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago.
Where should I start?
You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd, or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor.
Wait, who should I be talking to again?
Well, I'll leave that to you. But I would recommend Lieutenant Boyd and Sergeant Contreras as two people who usually know what's going on around here.
Okay, goodbye.
Later.
I want to look around the camp a little bit. See what there is. Ooh. Free grenades? Okay. Oh, it's to steal. No thank you. That's mean. I'm a good boy. Look at this guy. Corporal
Howdy.
Sterling.
Name's Sterling, 1st Recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
Yeah, you're right. We've never met.
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all, and a lot of scouting from place to place.
Have you always been with the 1st Recon?
Used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
Why'd you leave the Rangers?
Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
So how'd you manage to escape?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. So they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. I guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple of rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said.
That's a cool looking lever action you got there.
I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets.
Goodbye.
Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
This guy looks badass.
Got a second to talk, boss?
Oh, sure. What's on your mind?
Meeting Corporal Sterling. Well, it kind of got me thinking. Here's a guy that's been beat all to hell, right? I mean, he could have retired from the service, but instead he signs back on and does what he can. You think he did the right thing?
Well, I think it's good that he's devoted to his duty. More people should act that way.
You think so, boss? Because I remember a time when a lot of people stuck to their duty no matter what. It ended with nuclear bombs falling on my hometown.
So you're talking about the Great War. What do you remember about it?
After the fire, I knew my sister and I couldn't stay at Hidalgo Ranch anymore. The refugees still wanted me dead. They even put a bounty on me. I remember how scared Rafaela was. I told her if she came with me, we'd see the vaqueros. She used to love the rodeo, especially the trick riders. We figured maybe we could find help in Mexico City. We were young. We didn't know what had happened, really. We didn't understand about the bombs.
Wasn't Mexico City basically annihilated in the Great War?
I don't think it was as hard hit as D.C. or Bakersfield, but it was bad enough. By the time we got there, the city was a radioactive ruin. Still, the city was full of looters, already forming into the beginnings of raider tribes. Crime was bad before the war, but now it was a nightmare. We were living like scavengers, scraping by on what little food we could find, always looking for medicine for my burns. And then, of course, the radiation started to kick in, turning me into this handsome devil you see before you.
Sounds pretty bad.
You're a poet of understatement, boss. But there were moments it was almost worth it. I still remember finding that novelty costume shop. I was just looking around for something I could slice up to wrap my burns when I saw the vaquero outfit hanging on the rack like it hadn't been touched. I took it, not like anybody else needed it, you know, and wore it back to our camp. Rafaela laughed, for the first time since the bombs had fallen.
Oh, wasn't it dangerous to be dressed so noticeably?
It was. I started to build up a legend. Sometimes it headed off trouble, but most of the times it just started more. Young punks looking to prove themselves would come looking for me, but my eyes were sharp and my guns were quick. For a while, it seemed like we might even survive there, until Rafaela.
Go on. What happened to Rafaela?
She went out to find some food one day. I was sick, so I stayed at our camp. I guess it must have been the beginning of radiation poisoning. Anyway, it was supposed to be safe, but some raiders happened to pass through where she was scavenging. I won't speak of what they did to her. When I found her body, the only way to recognize her was this funny little scar on her knee from when she was a little girl.
That's terrible, Earl.
Terrible doesn't begin to cover it, boss. I led my whole family down. First the ranch, now Rafaela. I was the last Tejada. I guess maybe I went a little crazy then. I took my guns and went back to that market. I didn't have many bullets, but I had enough. After the raiders were dead, I salvaged what I could from the store. I was tired. I just wanted to be alone forever.
So, what did you do?
I left Mexico City behind. I made my way out to the Gulf Coast. Eventually, I found an old Petro Chico refinery nobody had claimed. I stayed there for a little while, and I thought a lot about my life. I thought about the guns I'd lived by, and what they'd gotten me. I decided my guns hadn't gotten me anything, and it was time to give it up. I took off the old vaquero outfit and put on a Petro Chico jumpsuit. The name tag said Miguel, so I started using the name myself. Eventually, I made it to Arizona. That's another story, boss.
Now, I'd still rather take a leave at the strip.
Ooh. What was that? It's like someone dropped another bomb.
Hey. Back to work.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I delivered the invoice, just as you asked.
Well, you've proven yourself reliable so far. Would you be interested in more important jobs?
Nah, I'm fine. Goodbye.
It's been a pleasure.
Hey. Yeah, it's the boomers. Where are they? Up there. Alright. Hey, who's banging up my car? Was it you? Bastard. Beast. Alright, so we gotta drive all the way to the boomers, which are up there. But I'm gonna take the car. So I can tell my gang to wait here.
Should have brought something to read.
And Goris, you can come with me. Alright, guess you sting. Watch it. Madman in the car.
Whoa there, pal. You better slow down, or you'll get blown up like the rest of the idiots who thought they...
Don't care. Plus, didn't ask. Plus, slogan on top. Plus, cry, LOL. Plus, stay mad. Plus, get real. Plus, L. Plus, mold. Plus, see the cope harder. Plus, hose mad skills issue. Plus, ratio. Plus, you fell off. Plus, triggered. Plus, any askers. Plus, red pilled. Plus, ratio again. Plus, final ratio. Plus...
Alright, whatever. Move! Why aren't you moving? I'm stuck! Oh, can't get out here! Whoa! This damn car! Move! Move, move, move! Hey, you're still shooting, you bastard! You're shooting your own base! Ah! Are you done? Oh, Rex came.
Hold it right there. Oh. Don't you move. How the hell did you survive that bombardment?
Simple enough. Run. Hide. Run. It's all in the timing.
But I had you zeroed in the whole time. Nobody's that fast. Move a muscle now and I'll blow you to pieces.
Well, I didn't come here to attack you.
Then just stay where you are. Raquel will be here any second.
I'll take this from here.
Right.
I'm Raquel, Master-at-Arms for the Nellis homeland. Mother Pearl, our eldest, wishes to speak to you.
Alright. Lead the way.
Follow close and mind your behavior.
Welcome, child. Took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? I've been waiting a good 5 years for an outsider to come along and visit.
So, how might I be of assistance?
To begin with, so we can get used to what it's like to have a outsider around.
Hey. What are you gonna say?
Should that go well, maybe you can help in big ways, too. We'll have to see.
So, how can we trust each other if we're going to be keeping secrets?
You have to keep in mind that you're our first contact with the outside world since I was barely a woman. Seclusion has kept us safe, but the world around us is changing. Neon lights in the distance, patrolling robots, soldiers. My youngers think our guns can keep out the world, but I think we need to let it in just a little, or become its victim. You're that little bit of the world, child. Welcome to Nellis.
Okay, where do I start?
You picked a good time to stop by, for we're swimming in problems. My youngers can tell you all about it. Raquel could use help with the bug problem. Duck Argyle has wounded he's tending to. And Loyal and Jack might be looking for help with some repairs. Or you could just go see Pete at the museum and hear the story of our people. All you have to do there is listen. Come and go as you like, help or don't help, I leave it up to you. But I hope you'll show my youngers that not every outsider needs to be blown up.
Okay. And it's kind of shiny like grenade launcher. Dang, I want one. Gotta get it aligned. Good enough. Alright. Excuse me, Rex. What? Who died? Okay, I won't complain. Free stuff. Here's my friends. Don't blow him up, please.
Hello? Mother Pearl's instructions are clear. You can move freely around Nellis, and artillery spotters have orders not to fire on you. These are extraordinary privileges. Don't abuse them.
So, Mother Pearl said you have a bug problem?
Long story short, the power failed a few days ago because giant ants have tunneled into the generator room and set up a nest. I led a team down to exterminate them, but there were so many of them. We lost. 2 killed, 3 wounded. Personally, I think it's more than a savage can handle. But if you want to kill those ants and switch the power back on, feel free.
I can handle a few ants.
Sure, anyone can. But there's more than a few down there. See for yourself. One other thing. The ants must be eating gunpowder from the munitions down there, or something. They exploded when hit by a flamethrower. One of us was using a laser pistol. Same thing. Bullets seem okay, just don't hit the artillery shells. Loyal's been working on some kind of weapon to use against them. Maybe you should check with him.
Okay. Alright, y'all, you gotta move. Gotta schmove. Hello?
I hope Pearl knows what she's doing, letting you wander around Nellis as you please.
So Raquel said you're working on some kind of weapon to fight the giant ants?
I started building a sonic emitter that might do the trick, but it's useless without knowing the exact frequency that would kill the ants.
Well, think of it as a field test, a trial run.
If you're willing to take the risk, be my guest. I've got it set to broadcast a powerful signal at 24,000 hertz. Just place it near their nest and cross your fingers. Signal's too high for people to hear, so no harm done. But it might make you feel sick to your stomach.
Alright, sonic meter.
That's a good thing to see, huh, boss?
Arcade's in the way. What are you talking about?
That Loyal guy. He's getting up there in years, but he still finds a way to make himself useful to his people. If you ask me, that's better than withering away all alone or holding on to some faded piece of glory from your past.
Oh, Loyal's using his years of knowledge to help his tribe. I think that's a noble goal.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
What's on your mind?
Old history, boss. I left everything when I left Mexico. My home, my family, my name, even my face. I know it's surprising, boss, but I wasn't always this handsome. As far as the world knows, I was Miguel, and I was okay with that. I headed north for a while, and ended up in Tucson. Not Tucson, by the way. Things were good there. Well, maybe not good, but better than Mexico City anyway. I found myself a little shack, started fixing things.
Fixing things?
Well, sure, boss. I was always good at fixing things. Some I fixed for the town, some I fixed for other people, some I fixed just for the hell of it. It's a better way to use your hands than killing. And even then, I wasn't getting any younger or faster. I lived there for a long time, kept to myself, didn't get into any fights. Hell, the only reason I even kept my guns oiled was professional pride.
So why aren't you still there then?
Getting there, boss. I'd been in Tucson. The locals can call it Tucson all they want, but it's Tucson, damn it. About 75 years when she showed up. Prettiest thing you ever saw, boss. Maybe it was just a trick of my senile brain, but I swear she looked just like my Rafaela. Her name was Claudia. She ended up taking work at one of the brothels in town. I never went to her, of course. How could I? But I looked after her in my own way.
So what happened with her?
This was a long time ago, before Caesar's Legion pacified Arizona and brought the raider tribes to heel. A tribe came into Tucson one day. More a gang, really. Dirty Dave and his 6 brothers. They were looking for bullets, and I sold some to them. I figured if I did that, they'd leave town before they tore it up too much.
But they didn't, did they?
No, boss. No, they didn't. As I was saying, I hoped they'd leave the town in peace. Instead, they decided to stop at Claudia's brothel to take the edge off. I don't know which one of them got rowdy first, but by the time I heard the screams and got my guns, it was too late. They shot up the brothel, killed 4 girls, and taken Claudia for their sport.
Did you rescue her?
I went after Dave and his brothers. They had a head start, but they slept nights. I didn't. Took me 3 days to catch up to them. Claudia was dead when I got there. They put a bullet in each of her eyes. I couldn't do anything except avenge her, just like Rafaela. I charged into the middle of their camp and started firing. 2 of them were dead before they knew I was there. The other 5, though, they shot the shit out of me. I would have died, I think, if I wasn't so full of rage.
How'd you survive?
By being a meaner old cuss than the rest of them, boss. I wanted to keep living until they weren't. So I just kept shooting until they were all dead. I was in pretty bad shape in the end, though. I don't know how long I laid there, with the sun baking me and the buzzards chomping at me. Eventually, I got the strength to start moving. Some long time after that, I managed to drag my carcass back to town.
What happened then?
When I recovered, more or less anyways, I left Tucson and headed west. I ran into Tabitha at Black Mountain, and well, the rest you know. I swore I was done with the gunslinging life. I was too old, too slow, and too beat up to protect anyone anymore. I thought I was done forever, but after traveling with you, I realized I've always had my doubts.
Doubts? About what?
About whether I'm really too old to keep living the life of a gunslinger after all. And after seeing what you go through, boss, I think I am. From now on, I'll let you deal with the fighting and stick to keeping your gear working. I don't want to slow you down more than I already do.
Oh, that's not true. You're still pretty good for pistol.
You think so? Well, you're the boss. Okay, I'll give it a try. But if I get killed, and if there's an afterlife, I'll haunt your ass.
Oh, for kid or perk. Increases rate of fire revolvers and lever action firearms by 33%. Nice.
Hey.
And he's got his out. Hey! There we go.
Right, because a ghoul in a vaquero outfit is really going to blend in with the scenery.
Don't you look badass? Jack was cracking
So you're
Jack.
the outsider. Lived your whole life out there, huh? Wow. I always thought you savages probably spoke a different language. But I hear you sound like us.
Oh, obviously. What do you do here?
Me? I work with Loyal. Mostly electronics work and robotics. Keeping the old technologies alive, right?
So what can you tell me about Loyal?
Loyal's a great man, but he's getting on in years. So a younger's gotta learn everything he knows. That'd be me. The man knows how to fix and build just about everything that was ever made. It's not easy keeping up with him. If you help him recover the lady, I figure it's been a nice day. Yeah, a real nice day.
Recover a lady? What are you talking about?
Did I say that? Sometimes I just say stupid things. Sorry about that. Pearl will tell you when the time comes. I should really be going.
He's just like me. Awkward as hell. I'd be dealing with ants, so let's get the shoddy bank or jackhammer. Alright, use the key. Oh, he's gone. Dang! These guys are vicious. They really do blow up. Oh no, let me shoot this one. Oh, check this out. Oh, artillery shell. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna let the intrusive dots win. I'd never do that. Alright, place this sonic emitter. There you go. Activate.
Killionaire.
Huh? Hey, killed some bugs. Cool. Oh, what was that? You hit the crap out of me 2 times. Alright, place should be working again. Oh, I got some ammo for me. Thank you. 105 mil? Heck yeah. 1240? Yeah, dang. Today's my lucky day. 308, nice. 25 mil. Another 105 mil, nice. Ooh, mini nukes and missiles, cool, cool. More 40 mil. Another 105 mil. Great. Another mini nuke? What? Can I activate you? Alright. All the generators are on.
I got some real shit for y'all. Y'all motherfuckers been waiting a long time for this motherfucker. Mega faggot. Oboe asshole. Mega faggot.
Hey, can we even go in here? Uh-oh, big naughty. Of course, don't look.
If you can't keep that thing under control, I will.
I see the power's back on. The ants are all dead?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Pearl is right about you. Because I don't know how you pulled that off. I'll tell Loyal to send someone down to clear out the eggs and repair the generators. Good work.
Accepted. Cool. Oh, I thought this was an exit. Ooh, level up! Level up, Veronica!
If you can't keep that thing under control, I will.
You already said that like 3 times already, woman. Shut up. Alright, so try and boogie. I got a whole crap ton of people to help. Can we help the people in the hospital? I don't think our skill's high enough. You can help them, right, Arcade? I'm here to help.
I know Mother Pearl is letting you wander Nellis as you please, outsider, but I have patients to tend to.
Well, I'm looking for ways to make myself useful.
I have 3 patients here who were gravely injured fighting those giant ants in the generator building a few days ago. I've stabilized their wounds, but they're in bad shape. Do you have medical training?
Oh, I have extensive medical knowledge. Let's see what I can do.
If what you say is true, you can do us a world of good.
Where are they at? There's patient 1, injured boomer. This man's leg is seriously damaged and will require amputation. Improper treatment will kill him. Or attempt to treat him. Ooh. Okay. Strike 1. Her injured boomer 2. Swelling around his face and neck is interfering with his breathing. Medicine is 60 or higher. My medicine's 48. Come on, Arcade, help me over here. Serious infection. We can treat him.
I thought that man was done for, but you brought him around.
Oh, that's one. I'm not sure about the other ones. I think you're just gonna die. What are you doing? What's in there? There's a grenade in there. And a bone saw. Alright, let's go to the gun runners and sell some stuff. Yeah, got some... Get off my way, Rex. Got some things and things to sell. Should I sell you? Like, I have too much guns on me. I can't use all of them. Missile launcher, sell you. Sell. 22, sell. I'll sell you. And you. Okay, give me your caps. Dang, that's a lot of money. I could buy the Bozar if I wanted to. I could do it. I could do it. Also buy anti-material rifle. Nice. Oh, I got some armor to sell too, right? Combat helmet, night vision goggles, radiation suit. So I'll take some 12 gauge. Yep. Okay. No, the game crashed. God darn you.